Hello, hello. Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to briefly give a recap for the past month, August, where I was able to lock in 43K on the month, and I had a daily win rate of over 85%. What worked, what did not work, and the game plan for next month and traps I'm looking to avoid. That called a lot of shorts this past week. One of them almost got me here on Thursday, had a red day, but adjusted and took advantage of it on Friday, ended the month with my biggest green day. And interestingly enough, I started the month with my second biggest day. So happy with how I ended the week. Obviously, wish I could have had these as green days, but overall can't be too sad about the month. And if you want the full September rule set and live breakdown, there is a 3-day free trial to the Discord. Link in the description. If you want to just join and steal our secrets, then just cancel. You can do that as well. But you should give it a shot because I have a feeling you will stick around. But let's dig into it. And like I said, this video will be brief, but I was on X and I noticed a lot of people got destroyed last week on SOGP, INHD, and the other one. I can't think of it right now, but we'll cover it, or IPDN. But this is the main one on Friday. And as you can see, definitely my biggest win on the month for one play. And it's kind of hard to, this is TradeZella. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because in my Discord, especially on Fridays, I started live streaming the end of day fades because this after 2 o'clock is very common on Fridays for them to just give it all back like this. Everybody wants to play the front side of the move. And I saw on X where people lost hundreds of thousands to $1 million. It was pretty insane, actually. And I don't know what size they normally trade with. Obviously, much bigger size than probably I'm trading. But the point is, I waited to the end of the day, and there was just a beautiful setup. We could see clearly that it was struggling to get over 10. I waited for the backside of the move, got an entry when it tested 10 again. And then as you can see from these entries, wrote it down, took profit here when it popped back up to this level right here, added some more, and then covered on the way down. Obviously, I could have held even longer, and after hours it kept fading. But the point is, everybody has been wanting to try to play these moves up during market hours, which I'll cover my new rules shortly that prevents from getting in those situations. But wanted to talk about that one, and you can see it a little bit clearer. Let me pull it actually up on TradingView. So this is the one I was talking about, and these are kind of the 3 plays that got people this week. It was INHD, had a very similar move. Again, it wasn't even on a Friday, but after wait until after the move is over, that's the play. Same thing with SOGP, waiting until after the move is over, that's the play. And this one's a little bit tricky. It did run almost all the way up till 3, but wait until after 3, all it did was fade. But most people were trying to play it this entire move up and just got destroyed. And even I got in a little early on SOGP, but made up for it. INHD, I just avoided this one and called it at the end of the day. But the whole point of making this video was, I know I mostly live stream during pre-market publicly on YouTube, and I'm not talking about pre-market much because my game plan isn't changing. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing, being a picky, only going heavy when they're approaching resistance, key levels, like just keeping it simple. I wasn't planning on talking about pre-market too much here, and I'm just doing this in one shoot, guys. So but I do remember, I think this was Friday or Thursday. No, when was it? Let's see. Nope, I was wrong. It was Wednesday. So I do remember playing this one because it's so simple. And that's what I do in pre-market, try to keep it simple. So just a simple VWAP fade. Look at the return. So I do chase the initial pops, but I'm more cautious than I used to be. And I usually only go heavier when it's approaching resistance. So I missed this whole move. But then when it came back to VWAP, look how simple of a play this is, so we get a lot of opportunities like that in pre-market. I'm gonna try to keep it simple, basic little plays like that. This was probably my biggest pre-market winner on the week, which is why I remembered it. Because look, after it hit VWAP, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over 10, 15 red 5-minute candles in a row just died, So keeping it simple in pre-market, not much to talk about, but I did want to go over some of these plays that destroyed people, and I feel bad. But we're starting to see a very clear trend about these that are running all day and then giving it back at the end. And the ways to avoid it, my rules going into September, I am tweaking them because I was playing during market hours, but I'm going to keep it simple. No trades 9:30 to 2 o'clock. So in pre-market, yes, you can take a big loss shorting, but we're not seeing the same kind of moves in pre-market that we're seeing during market hours. So with my strategy, I consistently win. I just have to make sure that I don't allow a big loss. In order to make sure that doesn't happen, I will not be trading during that window. I'll do pre-market and return for end of day if I see some good opportunities and not going to force it. 4 to 7 a.m. This is supposed to be 4 to 9:30. So that's when I live stream, or 7 to 9:30. I like the 4 a.m. pops, but I don't think I played any last month, and I might this month, but my schedule is a little bit crazy, so I'm probably going to stick to 7 to 9:30. And if I happen to wake up early, I might trade a little before I go live, but keeping it simple, not chasing everything, only the best setups. And then after 2 p.m. on Fridays, this is my go-to. Like I showed y'all, I had my best day of the month due to end of day fades on Friday. So that's what I'm gonna be focusing on. And then triggers I respect, keep it simple. If you've been on my live streams, and by the way, if you're new to the channel, I live stream Monday through Thursday on YouTube, Friday pre-market on Discord, and then end of day fades Friday on Discord. And we had a good turnout this Friday, and a few of us banked on not only that one play I just went over, but on other plays as well. But yeah, just the 200, the prior daily levels, VWAP rejections, higher days, and then fundamentally, I'm looking for low cash at the money shelves, weak PRs, because they usually drop the dilution news at the end of the day anyways. And this kind of goes on to my rule set. I didn't share my entire rule set here, but this is the main things that I'll be following. But if it's China and if it's less than $1 million float, I might just completely pass on these, to be honest. Again, you can make money with these, but the risk is a little bit higher. And as I mature as a trader, I'm trying to avoid risk. So, and the mindset is 1 A+ trade is much better than 5 C trades. So if I don't understand what's going on, I don't like the setup, I'm not going to force it. So this is kind of my, this is going to be my game plan. 9:30 to 2 o'clock. I won't be active in the chat in Discord because I'm not going to be trading. So, like I was saying, it's not rocket science. It's just avoiding the opportunities to get blown up, and that is my goal. And I wanted to share some of these ideas, my plan for September, and let y'all know we had a solid month. And I'm excited for September to see how it plays out. So again, to stay in the shorting game, you have to avoid big losses. In order to do that, I noticed 9:30 to 2 o'clock, that's where everyone's getting destroyed. Not financial advice, but this is my game plan going forward. This is educational purposes, but I like to share how I look at the market, how I think about the market. And it might seem simple, but a lot of people overcomplicate shorting or the market in general. And a lot of times it is simple. So just wanted to share that. I'll be live in pre-market tomorrow. If you're new to the channel, you should tune in 7 a.m. And everyone else that's been already tuning in, looking forward to seeing you. But like I said, keep it simple today. Just wanted to briefly go over this, and I will see y'all this week.